Join me in this video where I will show you powerful scripts in response to those quips that will help you to overcome your fear of judgment. It's time to discover, to love the skin that you're in, and to radiate from within. Let's go. If you and I are meeting for the first time, I'm so glad to have you here because this is a huge conversation. And I'm somewhat of an expert of breaking free from the fear of man, the fear of judgment. I used to live my life according to that for 40 years. I don't do that anymore. So I'm going to give you some powerful tools that have really helped me over the years that I hope will help you to take the next step into stepping into your spirit of beauty and true rock-solid self-esteem. One of the most powerful studies and work I did has been on self-confidence versus self-esteem. And if you understand those two, they go hand in hand, but they are not the same thing. Understanding what they are separately and how they work together has been a game changer for me. Let me show you how it works. Self-confidence is not something that you can just muster up and demand on the moment when you need to be confident. No, it doesn't work like that. You know that you've tried to be confident going into situations before, and it hasn't really worked, has it? There's a reason for that. Self-confidence means self-trust. The word confident is rooted in the Latin word fidere, which means trust. So self-confidence is all about how much you trust yourself. Self-esteem, on the other hand, is your personal evaluation of your own self-worth. That is between you and your creator, or you and the universe, or whoever you decided or believe was responsible for creating you, right? So here's the beauty of self-esteem. Self-esteem was within you when you were born. It is a gift. It's in your DNA. What happens in life as we go through hurts and trials and tribulations is this: our self-esteem gets knocked and attacked sometimes. But self-esteem is a gift. It is given. It's the platform upon which we stand. Self-esteem is our identity. On top of that is self-confidence. One is given, one is built. It's very powerful once you understand this dynamic. One is given and one is built. But here's the problem. When it comes to our self-esteem, what do? Because of what we've been through in life, we get into the boxing ring with ourselves and we fight our self-esteem and we say, I am worthy and I am enough. You're not enough, by the way. Saying I am enough is a worldly response to a worldly attack on your spiritual beauty. More on that later. So your self-esteem, you have affirmations. I am enough. I'm beautiful. I'm worthy. Because you don't truly believe it. My friend, every day is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. You get to choose whether or not you're going to continue fighting your self-esteem against the world that is coming against you. And not the whole world is against you, by the way. Or you're going to just step into agreement with your creator who says that you're beautiful, says that you are kings in the marketplace, says that you are majestic and splendid. You can fight that truth, or you can just go, you know what? I think it's going to be easier if I just agree with the creator who created me. That's what I decided to do. The really important thing about self-esteem is it is an internal conversation. You're having an external conversation with the world about, I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am enough, when actually self-esteem is an inward validation. All you've got to do is agree with it, believe it, and dress and walk and talk accordingly, and you will see your self-esteem just falling and staying in place and strengthening over time. So, fear of judgment, fear of man. Here's the bottom line. I have tried every which way on the topic of this subject right here. I can tell you this. You need to just be okay with the fact that people are going to judge you. If you are worried about judgment and criticism and rejection, and you are playing small and hiding and kind of dimming your light and not doing things because you're worried about being judged, guess what? You are being judged as a woman who dims her light, plays small, and is worried about being judged and has the fear of man. You'll be judged for that. So you're damned whether you do and you're damned whether you don't. In terms of if you are fearful of judgment, you get judged every day. And by the way, you judge others every day. So why not be judged? They are incredibly gifted, hardworking musicians on stage who get booed off because someone says, I don't like the way you sing. My little girl sang in front of her class, the whole class the other day. I was blown away by her. And there was one little girl who came to her telling her, you're ordinary, doesn't sound great, you need help with the lyrics. And I only found that out 2 weeks later. She's lying in bed and I'm like, what's up? And she says, I just can't shake this thing that so-and-so told me. And anyway, so I told her how to respond to that. And I said to her, you need to be okay. When you get up there and sing, some people are going to clap for you. Some are going to be happy for you and your success. And there are definitely going to be those who are jealous and envious. And it usually comes out by way of criticism. There are always going to be people who judge and criticize you. Should it be enough of a problem that you just don't get up and dress up and go and shine? No. So the same applies to you, my friend. You're going to be judged anyway, so you may as well get up, dress up, and be that bold light that you're called to be. Be okay with being judged. Who are you not to be judged, by the way? You judge others. You think that you don't. Every single human being judges. Maybe you try not to, but you do. So be okay with it. Stop fighting the inevitable. You're not going to win that race. You're not going to win that fight. You are judged every day. You don't need anybody's support. You don't need your family's support to get up, dress up, and go after that business, go on that date, go and launch that new career, go for that promotion. You don't need anybody's support. You can do it all by yourself. So if you need more compliments and encouragement in your life, why don't you get with the woman in the mirror? Here's my tip for you. It works. Those who follow these directions. Get with the woman in the mirror. Apologize to her for criticizing her and for bashing her body and her thighs and her boobs and her butt and her upper arms. Apologize to her for being critical and not supportive. And make the decision today on this Tuesday that you will choose every day to compliment her and encourage her. Go from being your biggest critic to being your biggest encourager. So, do you get judged when you do get up and dress up and get out there? Many women do. I know exactly how that feels. So, when you do and you have, let's say you're having a coffee date with a friend, and this happened to a client of mine the other day, and she said, Linda, I walked in, I made an effort, she's just on my coaching program, she's looking and feeling amazing, she's confident, and she walks into the coffee shop and her friend goes, whoa, where are you going? That's a common response to someone who's not making effort to somebody who is making an effort. It's not a reflection of you, so don't let it bring you down. Here's one script that you can use in response to that quip. I call it scripts for quips because when you have a positive comeback, you can immediately diffuse a situation and use fashion as a connector. For example, when someone says to you, wow, where are you going? You can say, to life. I'm going to life. Want to come? And it's lighthearted and it opens up a new conversation. Another common one is when you walk in and you're nicely dressed and someone says, wow, what's the occasion? You go, you're the occasion. I'm learning that dressing well is honoring of myself and those that I am meeting with. And today that happens to be you. Nobody's going to argue with that, right? That is a very powerful, positive script in response to a quip. And remember, don't let that quip bring you down. So work on your own scripts if you want to do that. Take pen to paper and write down how would you like to respond to someone who does kind of complain and give you a jab and a jab every time you do dress up, because you might have words from your own heart that make sense. Just make sure that they are positive. Don't say things like, I see your perspective, but I respectfully disagree. That is not a positive response. That is saying, hey, doors are open now. Let's have at each other. Let's argue this out. Don't do that. You want to make sure that it's positive. You want to take the moral high ground because there's much more power and freedom in that than responding in the gutter. And you want to have that regular response at the ready for the next time that somebody says, good grief, girl, this ain't a fashion show. Where are you going? To life. I'm going to life. I discovered a whole new lease on life. Want to hear about it? Here are 3 simple tips that you can apply immediately to flip the switch on this whole thing, on your personal style and your confidence, and not worrying about being judged. The first is gratitude, my friend. Gratitude is a powerful, underrated gift, a spirit that when you operate it, when you focus it, when you train it like a muscle, it will take front and center the driving seat in your mind and in your heart. And you won't be so hit by every judgment that comes your way, because you'll be grateful for the fact that you've got 2 arms, 2 legs, that you can walk, that you can go shopping and learn how, that you can pick up the phone, that you can Zoom call, that you can sit down and watch a video like this. Gratitude is a powerful strategy. And when you focus on all that you have and how grateful you are for it, it will open your mind to focusing on others more. You won't be so self-focused because of low self-esteem with things that come your way, that you get knocked and hurt and abused and bruised, and you can't do that because you're scared of judgment. No, you're going to be like, man, I just am grateful that I've got these legs and arms and that I can walk and I can talk, and I am going to talk and walk, and I'm going to get up and dress up and be the bold light on a hill that I'm called to be. Confidence is not arrogant. Arrogance is a condition of the heart. Confident is a good thing, because the world is looking for confident, successful, kind, approachable women to do life with and to do business with. Second tip is Birds of a feather flock together. You've heard that 1,000 times. You need to take stock of who you're hanging out with. If you're getting regular chirps when you do dress up, is it coming from the peanut gallery of women who don't make any effort at all? And if so, is that the company you want to keep for the rest of your life? Because who you hang out with is a reflection of you, is a direct reflection of you, and it is going to influence what you do, how you speak of others, how you speak to others. It's going to influence what you eat. It's going to influence what you wear. Are you happy with that reflection right now, or do you need to find some new birds to hang out with? And the third powerful tip is to be a radical giver of compliments. I'm telling you, to be a radical giver of compliments to women is a game changer. Practice it with the woman in the mirror. Encourage her, compliment her. But when you go to the grocery store, to the office, to the bank, to lunch, to wherever, I want you to look for real opportunities every day where you can compliment another woman. Maybe you're not used to that, but let me tell you something. Women need compliments from women. Don't worry about how she responds either. Normally women are so shocked that another woman actually complimented her that they go, thanks, and walk off, but you don't know. You don't see the tears in her eyes after she leaves. You don't know what she's going through. Women need to be for women. So practice being a radical giver of compliments from today. Watch how it changes your life. Watch how it expands your generosity. Watch how it builds your self-confidence, because you are designed to give love. You're designed to do it. And women need this from women. So be the one. Be the one in your community who starts this. It only starts with one. So remember, be okay that people are going to have opinions of you. It's okay. It is easier when you surround yourself with birds of a feather who are on a like-minded, similar journey toward getting up, dressing up, and arising and shining and living the rest of their life as the best of their life. That's why you got to surround yourself with those people. It makes it easier to take the knocks of the naysayers and the quitters and the haters out there, because they're there for a purpose. That's a reflection of them. Don't let them dictate to you. Are they out there? Does it sometimes hurt? Does it sometimes sting? Sure. But make sure that you are actively cultivating an environment where there's more positive coming in than negative. You are in full control of that. So you need to go to work on your self-confidence. And going back to the beginning, that's where you understand self-esteem versus self-confidence. The one is given, it's a gift. You stand on your identity or self-esteem. And the other is just based on skills. Self-confidence is built through skills, and style is just a skill. You can learn how to put on lashes. You can learn how to accessorize. You can learn which colors go best with your skin tone. Come and learn with us. Join my next free webinar if you'd like to. Click on the link below, get registered. We are women who are for women. We are not bra-burning feminists, because that's just not who we are. But we are women who have committed to no longer criticizing our bodies or another body in this community. And it's training ground, and it's powerful. Marriages have changed. Careers have blossomed. New businesses have come out of it. Lifelong friendships have come. Restored mother-daughter relationships have come out of it. You are invited into it. Remember your scripts for quips. Practice them. Be ready, because preparation is part of what boosts your self-confidence. So you won't go in thinking, oh, I hope nobody makes an ugly comment. And let's be real, it can be really bitchy sometimes, those comments. But remember, hurt women hurt women. Don't be pulled down to that level. You've been hurt by women, and you have also hurt women. So draw a line in the sand today and go, from today, I'm going to be a radical giver of compliments. And I'm going to be prepared with a positive script in response to any quips that I get about I'm overdressed or whatever it is. And I'm going to use fashion as a connector. I'm going to give that a shot. So if you are ready to really embrace your spirit of beauty, love the skin that you're in, and learn how to fall in love with the woman in the mirror, and how to uplift and empower and encourage other women around you, and how to be okay with others having an opinion of you that is not going to rattle and shake your vision and your focus for your life, I invite you to join us here in the Linda Page community. You are not alone, friend, and you are called to arise and shine. Stop dimming your light. It's time to dial it right back up, and I would love to help you along the way.